Hi everyone, my name is Sketch, and today I'm going to be doing a short, unscripted retrospective on Sonic Forces. Now, this isn't a legit review because I haven't played the game in like 2 years. This is just going off of what I remember, and that's it. So, Sonic Forces came out in 2017, and came out right after the release of Mania, a really wonderful game that I really like, my second favorite. But unlike Mania, this game wasn't a success. Yeah, it made a lot of money, so of course we're going to get another Sonic game. But as a game itself, it didn't really hold up. Now, this is for a multitude of reasons. For the story, the gameplay, yeah, just those two, the main things you would have in a game. So, let's go over this. So, when we were first used of Forces, originally called Sonic Project 2017, we saw that this world was going to take place in a more gritty reality, kind of like the adventure games, where it had a more serious story, but still with wacky elements. And when its first trailer, we saw Sonic running through this destroyed world. And then suddenly came out Classic Sonic. I mean, and this really got some people mad. Another game with Classic Sonic right after the release of Mania? Like, and we thought back in 2011 that was just a one-time thing, bringing back Classic Sonic. But unfortunately, it was not. And this was for good reasons and for bad reasons alike. But, Generations was good. So if they're bringing back both the boost gameplay and the 2D gameplay, of course it'll be good. And I forget if this was in the same trailer or if it was in another one. We were introduced to a customizable character. You see, and tons of people made jokes about how people are going to be making their DeviantArt OCs, which, yeah, they did. But nevertheless, we were still optimistic because, it said it was made by the team who made Generations and Colors. I've only played one of those games. But, people were really hype. The game ended up having 3 level designers. One lead one and 2, other ones, I forget what they were called. But but only one of them actually came back from designing a Sonic game. And if I remember correctly, that Sonic game was Sonic Lost World. And I don't know if you could tell, but Sonic Lost World isn't Generations or Colors. So, yeah. And tons of fans, including myself, were enraged that Sega literally just lied to our faces. I mean, yeah. But enough going on about backstory I can barely remember. Let's talk about the story. Now, like I said before, the story was going to be more... It was going to be more... Not light... It wasn't going to be lighthearted, like Generations or Colors or Lost World. It was going to be more serious. It was going to take itself seriously. Yeah, that's what we all thought. Sure, it has a dark premise. Eggman takes over the world, and Sonic is supposedly killed for 6 months, which is technically a story that kind of came from the UK Sonic the Comic, where Sonic gets transported 6 months in the future, and in that time, Eggman, fucking takes over the world, or whatever, and they have to take it back. So yeah, this seems like a really cool premise. Eggman is a really good villain. He likes to gloat a lot, so it'd be awesome to see this world just, filled with Eggman iconography. But instead, we got probably the most generic-looking shit from a Sonic game ever. It is the most un-Eggman-like. And that's just sad. There's barely anything that screams Eggman in the game. I mean, sure, there's these modified egg pond looking dudes and these weird buzz bombers. And yeah, that's about it. And Oh my gosh. And there are a lot of plot holes in the story. Starting back with the DLC they made, DLC episode Shadow or whatever the fuck, where I was telling the new villain, Infinite's backstory. I was like, and instead of making it a really cool backstory, it was just like Shadow beats up this guy and the guy cries and evil. I mean, the guy was already evil, but Eggman, I don't know why Eggman gave him the Phantom Ruby. Which, by the way, we still do not know if the Phantom Ruby is an Eggman creation or not. Because there's multiple times in the story where it technically is implied where Eggman made them. Thus, the Phantom Ruby prototypes, which means you made them. But in Mania, technically a tie-in game for Forces, shows like these, the Egg Robos, like digging it up out of the ground from Angel Island. So it's just a natural thing. I mean, if you're gonna have a tie-in game, at least be consistent with the lore. Now, I don't fault the Mania team for this. They obviously were forced to. I did not mean to make that joke. But still, I'm sorry, I'm still hating on myself for making that joke. But I think that by that time, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Hold up, give me a second. That, yeah, the Phantom Ruby is just all over the place. And it can do, like, whatever the fuck it wants. Like, it can make your reality go upside down. And they call infinite stuff illusions, but they affect the real world. So they're not illusions if it's physically happening to them. They say, like Tails explains to Classic Sonic, which still has no fucking reason to be in the story. It's just like, oh man, it can make like... I don't think it was to Classic Sonic, actually. It was to, like, actual Sonic, modern Sonic. It was like, oh man, it can make, like, your brain think it's happening, and you'll get physically hurt. And that's just not how illusions work. It's either it's there or it's not. There's no in between. It's not fucking Ghost, or it can make itself solid at one point, not the next. But enough fucking going around with the Phantom plot point. The characters in this story are bland as fuck. Except for some honorable mentions, like, I don't know, I guess Tails? I mean, he's a crybaby here. Like, they say he went insane, but it just seems like he's fucking... He seems pretty chill. He's just kind of a whiny bitch. Which, by the way, he does nothing in the story. Like, he saw Sonic get beat up and supposedly killed. Yeah, he does jack shit to fight back. Let me go back to the adventure games, since this story was obviously, quote-unquote, based on them. In SA1, Tails stands up to Eggman, saying to himself, I can do it. Like, he was gonna beat him up, and he does. He stops Eggman from, like, fucking suicide bombing everything. And in Adventure 2, he thinks he sees Sonic get killed, like in Forces, and he fights Eggman head on and beats him up. So what I'm trying to say is, there's no reason why Tails shouldn't be helping here. Tails really should just have helped lead the resistance. Also, I don't think I can even say spoiler alert, because, you know, this game's been out for, I don't know, fucking like 5 years at this point, I want to say. 4 years, whatever the fuck. But, like, so when we're introduced to Tails here again, after the 6 month, we see him just like Chaos Zero, the illusion. It's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna kill Tails. And Tails does nothing, and he cries out for Sonic. Motherfucker, you beat Chaos 4. Alone. Why are you scared of Chaos Zero? Fucking punk ass bitch. Like, come on. your friend isn't there. And then classic Sonic just appears and bonks him on the head. Not even a boss fight. He just bonks him and we never see Chaos again. And Chaos is arguably the best character. So yeah, it just pisses me off that Chaos was wasted here. And Sonic, who has been tortured for months after them realizing he's not dead, just acts like his carefree self, making jokes. Like talking about how he's gonna kick Zavok's butt. Who is also here. Yeah, this game promised a lot of villains, and then they ended up just being illusions, which fucking sucks. Because, except for Zavok, like all those villains that they promised was fucking cool as shit, dog. And he just makes jokes. He doesn't even show signs of being tortured. What did he do? The Sonic just is sitting there, just making jokes. Point I'm gonna take from Jay's reviews, another YouTuber who likes Sonic. If the characters don't care about the story, why should I? In Adventure 1 and 2, the characters act like the situation they're in is serious. That makes it so that the player feels the impact of this. That the player knows that it's serious. So why are they just making jokes here? He acts like he wasn't captured, and all his friends are in distress, and he's just making jokes. This could have been a really cool idea if they had, like, the Avatar character be more like a comfort to Sonic. Over time, throughout the tag team missions, like, he grows a bond with the Avatar character, and it shows him who he used to be, and, like, he gains his confidence and just beats Eggman in the end. And honestly, that could have gone for Tails, too. I don't think we really needed the Avatar character here. And I guess that just means all the Deviant ROCs are kind of canon now. Fuck! But I'm not going to get into that. What else do I have to cover in the story? Infinite's a bitch, yeah. We don't even get to fight, like, the fake Shadow illusion here in the story. Like, the real Shadow just appears, which we don't know what he was doing for those, like, 7 months, because episode Shadow takes place, like, well, at least the end of it takes place, like, 1 month before the events. So, and Sonic was gone for 6 months. That means Shadow was gone for 7 months. Where the fuck was he? Why wasn't he helping out? Oh, fuck me if I know. They never explain it. Oh, man, I'm so happy they got writers who care so much about the franchise that they would look at a Wikipedia article or a Wikipedia page. Which I honestly doubt they looked at Wikipedia, because a 5-year-old could learn more about Sonic by looking at Wikipedia. They also claimed they looked at videos. Yeah, sure. This was before your awful writing. Yeah, more people could understand what Sonic's about through watching those videos. Fucking piece of shit. Shits. There's 2 of them. What else? For the gameplay, the voice acting. I really don't care for the voice acting here. Roger still remains to be my least favorite Sonic. His Sonic voice is literally just his voice. Look up Roger Craig Smith, like, just normally talking. That's just his Sonic voice. He's not even trying. I mean, it seems like in the new Puyo Puyo versus Tetris game 2, or whatever the fuck it's called, like, he sounds like he's trying when, I mean, Sonic got DSC there, so, like, he sounds like he's trying there. He sounds more pumped up, which is hands down his best performance since Boom there. But he's still my least favorite. He just lacks the energy and attitude that Sonic had. And Puyo Tetris too. Like, he got the energy, and he has somewhat of an attitude, but it's still not there. Sorry. The other voice actors are fine. Just fine. I don't care about them. They really don't have a big part of the story. Oh, another plot point with the story is null space. which highlights a problem with the gameplay, where it's pretty much automated as fuck. So, the Phantom Ruby created this place called Null Space, where apparently nothing is and no one can leave. Like, nothing's there and no one can leave it. And in 16 seconds, Sonic and the Avatar character are able to leave. Because the power of friendship and double boost, I guess. Double boost makes no sense. Because only one of the characters can boost, and that's Sonic. So it's not even double boost, it's just boost. So, yeah. I'm sorry, this game just gets me really mad sometimes with its nonsensical plot and shit. But I'm pretty sure I covered everything to do with the story and voice acting that I don't care about. So, the gameplay. That's why we play games, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So, Sonic Forces has 3 gameplay styles. Modern Sonic, Classic Sonic, and the Avatar. Modern Sonic is a blend of 2D and 3D. Classic Sonic's just 2D. And the Avatar is a blend of 3D and 2D. So, if we sum that up... 3... That means, like... Hold on, give me a second. I need to do this math real quick. That means, like, 3/5 of the game is 2D. Jesus fucking Christ. Why? Is that really necessary? To have 3/5 of the game be 3D? I mean 2D. Fuck. Shit. God damn it. And worst part is this is unscripted, so I can't correct that. Jesus Christ, I hate my life. So, let's go over Sonic stages. Sonic stages, from what I remember, are pretty automated. Yeah. In most stages, the second you got a boost, like you fill up your boost meter, all you gotta do is like press X and jump. The only time there's actual platforming is in the 2D sections, and the 3D sections it's just mostly just homing attacking. Boy, that's some riveting gameplay. Like, there were some decent Sonic levels, but most of them kind of just sucked shit. And I'm pretty sure the last level for Sonic was the best one, but you could skip over it because, like, jumping and boosting is so overpowered in this game, you can just skip through everything. Meaning nothing's a challenge. Same with enemies, too. You got a boost meter, just boost through them. This even makes platforming easier because it's so overpowered. You can just fly through most of it, and with a stomp, you can just like easily stop yourself midair. And with gameplay, for some reason, Sonic, when just like normally, he doesn't have any idle animations. He doesn't even blink. He's just so soulless. It just feels like you're controlling a puppet that looks like Sonic instead of actual Sonic. The idle animations make the character. It's supposed to express who they are and what they would do when they're just waiting. Sonic in the past has just been annoyed because he doesn't like waiting around. He's just tapping his foot, waiting like, hey, come on, go. But here, he's just so dead inside. It's like me after playing the game. Or everyone after playing the game, really. Yeah, that's all I have to say on Sonic. They're pretty forgettable. Like, I can barely remember any of the names of the stages. Green Hill. Sunset Heights was one. Chemical Plant. Yeah, he goes to Chemical Plant, right? That's it. Yeah, that's it. I can't remember anything else. I think there was a casino level, and that totally sucked to shit. The 3D parts was literally just going in a straight line. Like, not even joking. Like, nothing to do. The second you got a boost, you can just boost through all the enemies. That's it. And the 2D part was existent. It didn't really do much for me, personally. On to the next gameplay style. Classic Sonic. Fuck Classic Sonic. He feels so wrong. Like, he just feels so weird to control. It doesn't help, he just feels so... I forget whether he felt, like, heavy or he felt light. I think it was heavy. Yeah, he felt heavy. Like, he would just drop like a rock sometimes. And there are times in the gameplay where you would just go down a hill. You know how Sonic's just, like, about momentum and shit? So you go down a hill, building up all the momentum, and then you would just not go up it. And it was a pretty steep hill, too. So, what's the matter? I'm telling you, no one's been able to make that, like, up the ramp thing without being able to, without, like, not getting up there the first time. You would stop and then spin dash to get up there. No, there's... What? What type of gameplay is that? Sonic's always been about physics and stuff. Even if sometimes they don't make sense, at least it was consistent. What the fuck is up with Classic Sonic? And his levels are just really fucking forgettable. They have Green Hill and Chemical Plant again, and I can't remember any other levels. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't remember any other levels from Classic Sonic besides Green Hill and Chemical Plant. I honest to God cannot remember any other levels. And that is sad. And on to the avatar character, which is the best part of the game, really. Your custom character is like, he has the best level design, really. But the thing is, and this also goes for Sonic, like, his momentum is off again. I can't believe I forgot this was Sonic. Like, you would just be going slow and then just shoot off like a fucking rocket. Like, it's hard to see in game. Well, recording, really, because there's so many automated segments where you just do nothing. And then, like, so it's just like you're just moving pretty slowly, and then you just shoot off, and it's really disorienting. I really hope I didn't fuck up the pronunciation on that. Custom character has this thing called a Wispin, which is based off the Wisp from Colors and Colors DS. Most of them are fine. The Drill and the Electric one are the best ones, really. The Hover is fine, but there's some Wispins where it just makes you, like, it forces you to stop to use them. And that can kill your entire pace, unless there's a specific segment where you have to do it. So it's just better off just doing the homing attack, really. Unless you have the burst wisp, which just sends out fire and obliterates all enemies. And it's the first Wispin you got, and it's one of the most overpowered, so... They really wanted to give into the easy side of this game. Because, like, they wanted to make a simpler experience, and they stripped down, like, a lot of options for you to do. So you just can't have fun. They saw the criticisms about glitches and stuff, but you can't have glitches if you're not allowed to do much in the world, am I right? And still people found glitches. Holy shit, they really fucked up that one. There are just minimal choices for you to customize your character. Sure, there are tons of them, clothing-wise, but it's pretty much the bare minimum, I'm gonna be honest. You can't change colors on any of them, and there are some options that don't exist, like, and there is a very limited color selection for the times where it does let you pick colors for, like, your fur or feathers or whatever the fuck you chose, and your eyes. The eyes and the eyes are pretty limited too. So are the animations you're allowed to do when you finish a level. And you can create some pretty creepy stuff. It's weird. But yeah, it's easily the best part of the game, which is sad, because it's still not very memorable. I mean, when talking about forces nowadays, most people just talk about modern and classic Sonic, about how their levels suck. I barely hear anyone talk about Avatar, and that's easily the best part of the game, really. And when I said it has the best level design, that doesn't mean it's good. It's still kind of garbage, I'm not gonna lie. There's still a lot of automated parts, but not as much as Sonic, so it lets you have some free reign sometimes. And with the Wispins, you unlock through playing and getting a higher rank in the levels, which is also how you get clothing too. It allows for different pathway options, which I really like. I just wish most of the Wispins available were more fun to use, and that the Avatar stages weren't very forgettable. But what else are you gonna do? The bosses also kind of suck shit. The only ones I can remember is the B boss with Zavok, the Egg Dragoon Classic, and the final boss. Yeah, that's about it. I'm pretty sure there's more. But yeah, those are the only ones I can remember. Are there more? Holy shit, I don't think there's more. There's 3 bosses in the game? Really? Are there? Hold up. Let me look this up. I really want to be wrong on this one. I really want to be wrong. Oh, there's a 6. There's 6. Okay. Okay. I was about to say. Oh, wait, now I remember. Oh, here's another complaint with the gameplay. Infinite and Metal Sonic's boss fights. Well, Infinite's second boss fight, to be specific. They're the same fucking boss fight. Not even joking. And really, like, they're the same fucking boss fight. I just remembered. Yeah, they really are. There's nothing changed, really. Except for Infinite being there instead of Metal Sonic, and the scenery around them is different. Yeah, that's about it. Holy shit. That is sad. Jesus Christ. And Infinite's first boss fight is actually the best one. I just remember about that one. I think that's the best one in the game. And it's just you running and then getting close enough to hit him and dodging some of his attacks, and that's about it. It's simple, but somehow the best. Which is still sad. What else is there to talk about the game? It looks nice, but the places they visit aren't really interesting. They use the same level themes for like every single character that you play as. And some of them still reuse set pieces from set levels. I'm pretty sure all the characters go into their own version of Green Hill. Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure there's 9 or 6 versions of Green Hill in that game. Why? Just why? Also, back to characters and shit. The characters just do nothing in the game besides the main 3. And yeah, that's it. They just do nothing but stand around and pray for Sonic to do something. Which, by the way, all the characters in the game either have the equal ability of Sonic or have better abilities than Sonic, besides the fact that they're not as fast. But they still have some pretty kick-ass abilities. I don't see why they weren't able to take back the world. Oh, that's right. Pontic and Graph are horrible writers. You don't know how to use the fucking characters. Damn, thanks for reminding me. But yeah, I don't know anything else that can be said. I might replay Forces just to take in to see if my point of view has changed at all. I doubt classic Sonic views will change because that part really aggravates me. Oh yeah, and I guess I should bring up the final boss too. It's just, well, the first part of it anyway. There's three parts where you play as each of the characters. Um, First up is Classic Sonic, who still controls like shit, by the way. He just has to hit boulders back at the robot thing Eggman has. Like in the Egg Dragoon boss fight. Jesus fucking Christ. The avatars part is alright. Where you have to wait for it to like slam its fist on the ground, and then you gotta like homing attack it with your grappling hook. And like, Jesus fucking Christ, my dogs are barking. But it's like, it's not, it's pretty bullshit at times because it can just break parts of the level and you can't predict when it's going to break those parts. And sometimes you're out of view, so you can't see it, and it just comes out of nowhere, and yeah, there you go. You're dead, and then you have to start the boss fight all over again because there's no checkpoints. And then comes Modern Sonic section, where you play as all three characters, where you just gotta quick step out of the way. And then, like, attack. And when you're close enough, attack. And it's just a copy and paste of Sonic Color's final boss fight, really. Yeah, great time. And here we're introduced to the triple boost. What does the triple boost do? It's where classic, modern, and avatar Sonic all go together and triple boost, except for 1/3 of the characters can boost. So it's not triple boost. Give me a second. Okay, so after having my name exposed to the public, I'm back. Damn. So yeah, Sonic Forces isn't really a good game, and I don't recommend it. It can be painfully easy at times. It really does feel like it was made for kids, like really low kids. And something I forgot to mention about modern Sonic's levels is that there are times where, boost pads, right? They're supposed to like to fling you in the right direction. Sometimes the boost pads will just fling you off the stage. I think it just forgot its programming, or they were just doing it to be dicks. Because at the certain points of the game where that happens, you're made to trust the boost pads because they're supposed to lead you in the right direction. And I don't like boost pads a lot because it just takes away my control of the game. But when the boost pads are a main part of the level design, and you just can't trust it anymore, it just feels like the game is fighting back at you for no reason. And we all know it's not fun that's not fun at all. So I think that ends my short ass retrospective on Sonic Forces. Yeah, it's not a good game. I don't recommend it. Play Mania instead, or almost any other Sonic game. A lot more other Sonic games have a lot of heart put into it, and you could tell the creators really tried. On Forces, they didn't try, and I bet the 3 years making that game was spent on making the game look pretty. And, it's not that pretty. Why? Well, fucking because the stuff in there isn't pretty to look at in general, so when you add a bunch of fancy graphics to it, it's still not going to be pretty. Make the environment interesting. And the final level with the avatar, it's the fucking most generic shit. That's supposed to be Eggman's, like, main base there. It's the most un-Eggman shit ever. It is so generic. Who thought that was okay? Who thought? Really? Fuck the level designers, fuck the writers. I'm pretty sure the people who programmed the gameplay really tried, but they fucking failed, with Classic Sonic especially. And okay, I bet the Avatar character was meant to be Sonic, was supposed to be Boom Sonic. Because, grappling the hook, and they're taller than Sonic, so they're probably meant to be that, and then the game flopped and shit. Oh, this was really messy. Thank you for watching. Consider liking and subscribing. to help my short channel out. I doubt anyone liked this, so fucking goodbye.